Ok. Du coup, je sais plus où sortir du studio. Ah si. Et une fois de l'autre côté, je peux la récupérer ou pas? Non, parce que sinon je peux pas revenir.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Allô?
Hello?
Alan Wake?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
No? Who is this?
We'll get to that later. There are spies all over. Shadows.
A sense of déjà vu washed over me.
Déjà vu.
Had I had this conversation before?
Alan, listen to me carefully. Caldera Street Station, the subway. You need to go there. I'll call you again later. Make sure to pick up.
Do I know you? I know you from somewhere.
You've just forgotten again. We're in this together. Don't worry. I got you now. We've been working. Great.
I'm losing you. Hello? Hello?
Ici.
The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
Ok. Il a pas récupéré la carte? Ah si. Ils ont dit Caldera Street. J'y suis là dans Caldera Street. Ah oui, la
The
station.
Caldera Street Station sign was there, but the entrance was missing. I had to make it appear. Maybe I could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance.
Mais je suis pas censée récupérer un flingue d'abord.
It was locked from the other side.
Je pense qu'il faut que faut que j'aille chercher le flingue en premier. Avant de me balader comme ça là. Illumination du quartier.
Is this the way it was on the page?
What the hell? Oh, hey. We met at Jour's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey. I'm looking into a murder.
Come on, what is this?
There's a piece of evidence, a manuscript of a novel. You wouldn't know anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript? I need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim? Stay here.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
RIP.
Damn it. I remember dying in this alley in a dream I had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really wanna know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
N'écris pas. N'écris pas, n'écris pas, n'écris pas.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective. I had a light now. I needed to get back to the subway station entrance. There was something hidden here, a phrase repeated over and over. The words resonated with meaning. Had I written this?
Je suis censée... Je comprends pas comment je l'ai récupéré. Juste en le regardant?
Shit. With the alley in darkness now, restless shadows block my way.
C'est des vrais mecs ou... J'avais pas envie de tirer dessus pour gaspiller des munitions. Ah, pas lui.
The shadows faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. With the gun and flashlight, I could fight back.
Ça me
I
fait
can use the
gaspiller
light to
des
open the
munitions.
subway entrance now.
I'm right. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space, outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, wanting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
C'est lui qui tapait dans le camion poubelle comme ça? Oula, oula, oula. Ouh là là.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Mais qu'est-ce que... Non, je peux pas monter. Ok. Je me méfie moi, hein, et qui n'est pas vrai, qui va m'attaquer. Alignez l'écho en vous plaçant sous le bon angle. Mais je dois l'aligner avec quoi?
I had written books about Alex Casey
Ah.
for years. Something lingered here. A line
The
from
rain tried to wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos. Bruises in my soul. Scar tissue on my heart. The rain never stopped falling. And I never stopped drinking.
Scratch. Est-ce qu'ils affichent les transferts lumineux? Ah oui, non, transferts lumineux. Je me suis demandé s'ils allaient activer les marques comment les notes. Enfin voilà les mots pour améliorer les stats et tout. Mais non mais descends.
Careful now.
Ah. Ok. Bah c'est super ça, y a rien dedans. Merci. Ah. Enfin on le retrouve lui.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met. Tim Breaker. We've shared notes. Hey, I've made some progress on the map if you want to take a look. I still haven't found my mystery man, though.
Vous dessinez une carte. Qui est l'homme
You're
mystérieux?
making a map.
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though. I keep ending up in unexpected places. I find interesting things like those strange markings that react to the light, but never the one thing that I'm looking for. Feel free to check the map out. Oh, I've been stockpiling supplies while I poke around. If you find a stash, take anything you need.
I appreciate the help. Who's this mystery man?
Oh, it wouldn't be much of a mystery if I knew. All I have is a name.
Droit.
Warland Door.
The talk show host?
No. No, that doesn't sound like him. The guy has many disguises, but a talk show host? No. I'll keep looking.
Ok.
Oh, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things. Don't judge me.
I'll trade you walls any day.
Alors, à peine j'étais à la morgue sur le point de donner la preuve au FBI. Non, porte m'a transporté jusqu'ici dans cette réalité ironique. Ironique, ouais, onirique. Pourquoi? Qui, où, pourquoi, raison, pourquoi moi? Temps manquant, pas de souvenirs. Jusqu'à maintenant, est-ce que j'ai toujours fini ici? Oublierai-je quand je sortirai? Enlèvement alien, porte, ovni, polyèdre, rêve, moi mais pas moi, d'autres que je connais mais différents, la femme aux cheveux roux.
See you around, Alan.
Yes, you around. Ok, c'est ça qu'il avait marqué du coup. Euh, Il a ramassé quoi?
The city was a monster, poised to tear into you the second you let your guard down. You thought you had it tamed, that you knew what the hell you were doing. Your last mistake, unless you got lucky. And you didn't deserve to get lucky. You blinked at the wrong time, let your mind wander, and the fire escape that was meant to be your getaway route was gone, was never there at all. You'd gotten turned around somewhere along the way. The city was coming to finish you off, and there was nowhere left to run.
Oui, doucement. On a dit c'est Mystery Door. C'est pas toutes les portes qu'il faut défoncer. Voilà. Initiation return. C'était les essuie-glaces. Putain, ça faisait un bruit chelou. Ok, ça aussi c'est ouvert du coup. Non. J'arrive pas à faire la différence entre ceux qui nous attaquent et ceux qui sont juste rien à... Enfin juste là à rien glander. Y a pas de mots. Alors, mot de guerre. Augmente les dégâts infligés par la dernière balle du revolver. Augmente les dégâts du fusil à double canon. Restaure 15% de votre santé maximale lorsque vous réussissez un coup direct avec le lance-fusée. Et mot de lumière. Restaure 50% de santé par seconde lorsque vous amplifiez la lumière de la lampe torche sur les ombres hostiles. Offre 10% de chance d'étourdir les ennemis en amplifiant la lumière de la lampe torche. Offre 25% de chance de récupérer une charge de lampe torche en tuant un ennemi. devrait être pas mal ça pour éviter d'être à court de piles. Il y a un truc juste... Voilà, doucement.
Fuck me.
Oui. Ah mais ça les affaiblit pas, ils sont pas là juste. Mais...
Come on! Let's go round these words on your throat.
Ah yes, c'est fini. Hmm? Ah mais c'était juste pour récupérer la Alice. Trouve Alice. Ah mais oui, mais j'avais pas remarqué, il y a écrit trouve Alice partout. La Alice encore. Tu meurs ici. La secte des mots. Alice. Meurt ici. Ok, normalement du coup avec la deuxième lumière... J'ai dû louper des trucs moi du coup. Hmm. Point d'intérêt. Le point d'intérêt là c'est... Ça doit être l'agent là, le team. Là il y a un truc je sais pas. Bon après on revient de toute manière ici plus tard donc balèque.
The gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket.
Ok.
Something
Station
about the station
Caldera
platform felt
Street.
significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
An FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing. I had a location. I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place. Things clicked into place. The story rang true. I was making progress. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked. The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole. The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward. The blood trail continued deeper into darkness.
Ça continuait par là? Ah non, ça s'arrête là. C'est comme à l'extérieur de la ville.
Shit. I don't like the sound of that.
Mhm. Par là, ça sert à rien. Ici non plus.
It
Fermé.
was locked from the other side.
Après, tout ce qui est là, c'est bouché. Du coup. Ici, bon, de toute manière, à part une save, pas grand chose. Alice, Cold Case. Find Alice. N'écris pas, ouais.
The tunnels were a maze. The blood trail led me on.
Le blood trail, il... Oui, non, il faut que je ramène une lumière ici.
Another place to
Tunnel
use this story.
effondré.
I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
Deeper.
I had found another compelling location to use. I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
Uh-huh.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
Il y a un écho dans le...
Another echo lingered here, a source of inspiration.
Ah non, c'était bien de ce côté-là.
Word is your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
Alan Wake. You lost. I can't honestly.
Alors, vous occupez pas de moi.
Wake.
Je fais que passer.
Darkness is coming. Using the words.
Oui. Et... Pourquoi les... Je comprends pas pourquoi... Là, il n'y a pas. Mais là, il y a une flèche. Ou alors c'est pour indiquer le... les casiers. Non. C'est pour ça. Non, il m'attaque pas. Je comprends pas. Bon, on va récupérer la lumière du coup. Ah non, là je l'ai... J'ai tout mélangé, je l'avais déjà. Ok, bon du coup ici on va
I have a
essayer.
new idea, a new story thread. I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel. The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
Est-ce que ça a changé quelque chose ici? Non.
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Mais non, mais arrête avec ça. Qu'il est encore là lui?
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Jour going?
It's not great. This dream we're in. Putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
Vous pensez que c'est un
So you think
rêve?
this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. It's alternate realities, maybe.
Hmm.
But certain things don't change. Like Jour.
The sketch you have does look like the Jour I know. The talk show host.
All I know is that Jour has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
AB. Quel est cet endroit? Un rêve on dirait, mais ce n'est pas réel. Pas de lieu, partout, tous les lieux, n'importe où. Maintenant New York, mais pas le vrai. Un chemin vers d'autres lieux, un point de jonction. Porte, en est-il le gardien ou essaie-t-il d'aller quelque part? Partout. Porte, entrée, portail, port, ouverture, accès, fenêtre. Il est pas censé avoir une petite caisse où il me met plein de trucs? Tu m'aurais menti, Tim? Tim Breaker? Tu m'as menti? Je te félicite pas? Mais c'était pas un vrai et je me fais avoir, hein, vraiment. Ah, par contre, lui, c'est un vrai.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness, the scene of a ritualistic murder site in the subway tunnels. Is it the previous draft of my writing? Must be. I've been trying to shape the dark place around me, but so much fades away. Even my memory of the process, washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
Tu as besoin d'aide, bonne chance.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
Hmm? Je viens de faire le tour. Mais là-haut. Après. En face. Ah. C'est tout? Apparemment.
I
Hein?
could figure this out on the plot board.
Oui, oui, non mais arrête de vouloir donner des indices et tout. Je sais très bien ce que je dois faire, je fouille, c'est tout. Tu vas te calmer, Alan, hein? Je regarde s'il y a des trucs à loot avant de changer de... Réalité, il est fou, lui.
The new scene
Alors,
was
rame
important for the story.
accidentée.
Hello? Anyone there?
Dead.
Oui.
This thread fit the scene. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
Vrai ou pas vrai? C'est quoi ça? Mais arrête! Tricheur va.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found. It could not be opened on the side.
Fermé.
This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story. A sick and twisted story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Bon, ça s'ouvre de l'autre côté, du coup c'est bon, il n'y a rien d'autre. Mais... il veut pas avancer? What?
None of this was real.
Mais là maintenant... mais il se fout de ma gueule? Il se fout de ma gueule, Alan.
Fuck me.
Ok, donc du coup là je peux déverrouiller. Je pense pas que je puisse genre changer de scène. Ici, imaginons je change de scène, je reviens sur la scène de départ.
The scene changed with the story.
Ah. Du coup non, ça change rien parce que du coup si je passe à la secte meurtrière... je peux passer ici, mais est-ce que ça change? Ouais non, ça change rien ici. Ouais, il faut que je sois obligatoirement...
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was...
Donc non, ça change rien. Salut. C'est moi. Enfin, c'est lui. C'est nous. Alors il va falloir apprendre à se calmer. Mais... Il y a une flèche ici. Ah. Ok. Donc, par ici, c'est tout.
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
Tu l'as perdu. Ah non, j'ai cru qu'il y avait un truc à l'autre dans l'eau. Alors... Initiation. Oh. Quoi? Genre après je reviens ici. Mais non, mais une putain de caisse où il y a rien dedans, super. Il y en a d'autres qui me veulent ma peau? Ah oui. Ça y est, c'est fini? Je sais même pas si je l'ai récupéré du coup. Oui, si c'est bon. Ok. Le problème c'est qu'ils disent que je peux éteindre ma lampe torche pour éviter de me faire repérer. Mais après on va pas voir grand chose quoi. Ça m'ouvre pas la voie. Je vais la récupérer pour l'instant au cas où j'en ai besoin. Oui, je sais qu'il s'appelle Alan Wake, c'est bon. J'ai compris.
The echoing hall had a story to tell.
Bon, il y en a un qui veut m'agresser avant que... Non? Personne? Ok. Alors,
Location for the story.
terminus. C'est quoi ça? Ah, c'est la carte. Je dois avoir pas mal de mots du coup. Ouais, mots de soins. Augmente la santé, la quantité de santé maximale restaurée dans les abris. Pourquoi pas? Mot d'arme. Offre 5% de chance de ne pas consommer de munitions lorsque vous tirez au revolver. Augmente la puissance d'arrêt du fusil de chasse. Augmente la zone d'effet des projectiles du lance-fusée. Mot de guerre. Mot d'aide. Augmente la zone d'effet du feu à main de 13% et sa durée de 1 seconde. Augmente l'efficacité des pansements compressifs. Augmente la durée des effets des antalgiques. Augmente les dégâts infligés aux ennemis proches. Permet à Alan d'être 20% plus difficilement détectable par les ennemis. Réduit les dégâts infligés par les projectiles d'ombre de 25%. Mot de lumière. Restaure 50 de santé par seconde lorsque vous amplifiez la lumière de la lampe torche sur les ombres. Augmente de 10% les chances d'étourdir les ennemis en amplifiant la lumière de la lampe torche. Ok, bon du coup, plan d'intrigue. Terminus. Agent du FBI. Déjà. Ok, ensuite. Porteur de flambeau. Ah, on passe de 1 sacrifice à 2. 3 peut-être même. Ok, bon, il n'y a rien. Et du coup, secte meurtrière.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
Je croyais que c'était un mec qui allait m'attaquer.
witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
Il y a un truc qui m'a balancé une chaise à la gueule.
The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths. I had a new beat for the story.
Allez, il y en a bien un qui va m'attaquer là. Toi, tu m'as l'air d'être... Non? Ah.
I was safe. But the restless shadows would return.
Ah non, j'ai cru qu'il y avait un écho ici. Qui est vrai, qui ne l'est pas? Ok. Hey. Salut? Ah si, mais si... si je fais ça, je me retrouve enfermée du coup. C'est vrai qu'il y avait des flèches dans l'autre truc, par ici, me montrant le toit du train. Est-ce que c'était pour me dire que j'avais une zone safe ici? Ou est-ce qu'il y a autre chose? Parce que là ça monte, là ça monte, là ça pointe le train. Ah non. Allô? Est-ce que je... Merci. L'enfoiré.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
Ok, bon, du coup. Au moins cramer celui qui est sur mon passage. Au secours. C'est bon du coup? Oui. Mot de soin encore. Mot d'arme pour l'instant, j'ai que celle-là donc ça sert à rien de... Mot d'action. Ok. C'est bon. Putain, ils se sont tous rappliqués là. There is no escape, ouais. Go back. Nope. Ah oui, ok, je suis complètement à l'autre bout du coup. Arrête. Je vais resave ici du coup. Je vais aller récupérer ma petite lumière dans le couloir. Hop. On va aller au tunnel là-bas. On va essayer du coup le... Ouais, ça pue. Pourquoi tu fais une sauvegarde automatique? Tunnel effondré. Porteur de flambeau déjà pour voir.
Homeless people painted, torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did him.
The drifters had scrawled their symbol on the wall. A secret for those in the know.
C'était pas les symboles qu'elle mettait la meuf dans le premier là? Et du coup, le rituel d'invocation. Pourquoi ils m'ont éloigné autant? Voilà pourquoi. Cours. Arrête de regarder derrière toi. Ah merde. Ah non. Dépêche-toi, Alan.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Il a complètement fait s'évaporer le train.
The tunnel was open now.
Quoi? Je comprends pas. Fallait que je continue d'avancer au lieu de reculer. Ça se trouve, il a du pop derrière moi.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Ouais, je pense qu'il faut que je cours.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through. Shit.
Non mais sérieux, arrête de regarder derrière toi, cours. On te pose pas de questions en fait.
dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Oh oui, le Nightingale.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. We can't hear you.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Not Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
New York. Y a pas une marque comme quoi derrière un pilier y a un truc, un mot.
The dark place wouldn't let me go that way.
Ok, y a pas. À moins que. Non.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
L'auteur du premier mot, pas l'auteur du dernier, sous la menace de la lumière et l'ombre portée, le troisième œil maintenant ouvert pour projeter la nuit, c'est le grand moment d'écrire. Voici le rituel qui te guidera, tes amis le verront quand tu partiras.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Donc là, je suis revenue au début.
The plot element I found would drive the story forward. The station had changed. I was closer now.
Ouais, c'est ça, je suis revenue à l'entrée de la station.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Allô?
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come...
Wait, hello?
Du coup, ouais, là, c'est le téléphone. Ici, y a rien d'autre. Par contre, j'ai loupé un truc. Là où on chope le flingue. Ok. Pas... Je sais pas pourquoi ça s'est pas validé du coup sur la map. Parce que du coup le mot je l'ai pris. Donc c'est le premier je crois même que j'ai pris. Ouais non. Du coup je sais pas c'est quoi ce point d'interrogation là qui qui s'obstine à me mettre alors que techniquement j'ai tout. Tant pis. Rip. C'était pas des vrais mecs. Ils m'ont pas attaqué. Du coup ici je crois que sur les rails il y a quelque chose. C'est derrière. Je peux pas aller derrière. Ou alors c'est sous les rails et du coup j'ai... Ouais non, ça doit être sous les rails en fait. Je voudrais faire ça tout de suite avant d'aller dans l'immeuble. Surtout si c'est un mot.
Alan Wake. Wake. I'm lost in the dark.
Ok. Par contre vraiment leur petite animation là on dirait pas du tout qu'on les a bien eus.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
The dark place.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Petite photo. Petite photo. On tease.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Alice.
Choisir photo pour les affiches de l'exposition.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Petite spirale.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Alors, vidéo hard-doc sur écran, plusieurs. Mise. Non, point de mire de l'entre-noir. Partie 1.
Alice's memory card.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
La lumière qui vacille derrière.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Bon, du coup, on revient un peu sur Saga ou on reste sur Alan? Ah, on revient un peu sur Saga. Enfin, je crois. Oui.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker,
The clicker.
I can send him back to the dark place, make all
The
this shit
magic
go away.
clicker.
Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Et mais ils sont tout le temps en train de boire leur café en même temps.
Mr. Wake, share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa, oui.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Et si je be careful pas with them, tu vas faire quoi?
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the cult of the tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Bon. Chose à dire? Non? Explose quand on lui tire dessus, infligeant des dégâts importants à tout ce qui se trouve alentour. Ok. Toujours rien ici, j'imagine.
You were a handsome deer. Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning him.
Bah oui. Profilage peut-être? Non.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Hmm. Oui, mais s'il me propose pas de texte, qu'est-ce que tu veux que je demande en fait? Profilage, y a plus rien. What the fuck? En apprendre plus sur le rupteur. Ouah, 31 amélioration d'armes. Maintenir la touche de tir pour activer le mode de tir automatique. Cela augmente nettement la cadence. Augmente la taille du chargeur de 50%. Réussir 2 tirs à la tête de suite pour étourdir un ennemi plus longtemps.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Ok. Le fusil à pompe améliore la vitesse de rechargement. Inflige davantage de dégâts aux ennemis étourdis, aveuglés ou à terre. Tuer un ennemi pour récupérer de la santé. La quantité de santé récupérée dépend de la force de l'ennemi.
In one fluid motion, Saga cracked open the shotgun, sending the empty hulls flying over her shoulder, and slammed the new shells in faster than she had imagined possible.
Alors, c'était pas ce que j'étais censée faire, mais c'est pas grave.
favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
Qu'est-ce que ça fait dans ton palais mental alors? Allez, Alan!
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time.
Je l'ai déjà lu ça, c'est bon. Ah, voilà. Quoique.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
What? Où est le clicker?
The
cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Au mobilhome. What?
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Waouh, le nombre de trucs. Comment l'histoire change la réalité, les règles, l'entre-noir. Il y a une entité dans l'entre-noir, l'ombre noire.
Yeah.
Sous la forme de grincement, l'ombre noire modifie l'histoire de Wake, veut transformer le monde en horrible cauchemar. Monsieur Grincement et l'ombre noire sont interchangeables. La lampe torche semble affaiblir les possédés. Wake a été piégé dans l'entre-noir pendant 13 ans. Wake dit qu'on peut accéder à l'entre-noir depuis le fond de Cauldron Lake. La fiction entrant en contact avec l'entre-noir a le pouvoir de changer la réalité. Non. L'histoire change notre réalité petit à petit, le processus est progressif. Ah bah oui, non.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
L'amalgame. Un amalgame avait besoin d'être tiraillé pour se manifester. La réalité érodée par la répétition d'histoires terribles et un contrepoids créé par les profondeurs de l'entre-noir, reliant l'histoire que de l'autre côté. Wake doit récupérer le rupteur avant Monsieur Grincement. Grâce à lui, il peut modifier l'histoire et Grincement sera renvoyé dans l'entre-noir. C'est pas ça? Ah, comment arrêter l'histoire? Si on ne l'arrête pas, Grincement utilisera l'histoire pour modifier définitivement la réalité au début de la fête du cerf. Je vois pas où ça va, ça. Ils se foutent de moi, hein. Je l'ai fait tout à l'heure, ils n'ont pas voulu. Ça, par contre, du coup, c'est pour plus tard. J'ai plus rien ici pour l'instant. Ouais, il y a d'autres dossiers.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
J'ai tué Nightingale, il le fallait, c'était un monstre. L'inondation autour de Cauldron Lake s'est dissipée ensuite. Rien dans cette histoire n'a de sens. On a trouvé Alan Wake, un auteur disparu depuis 13 ans sur les bords du lac. J'espère qu'il pourra nous éclairer. Spoiler alerte. Non. Les adeptes de la secte sont peut-être les fidèles de Grincemont. Après tout, ils ont le rupteur. Rituel de la secte. Psychologie, symbole, objectif. Et j'ai fait tous les dossiers. Donc là, normalement, c'est bon.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Désormais, vous pouvez alterner entre Alan et Saga via le seau dans la salle de pause du concierge. Leurs histoires sont jouables dans l'ordre de votre choix. Oh oh. J'ai envie de jouer Saga, mais c'est juste pour voir... Ah bah oui, je vais reprendre dans les appartements, du coup.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
Ouais, je crois que du coup, je me suis pensé, je vais être obligée de jouer avec lui.
To reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Eh ouais. Ah, c'est bon, il y a la salle de bain.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time we wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control.
Parler en même temps, vous avez raison, c'est cool.
Together with our
Oh.
house band, the divine old gods of Asgard,
Oh.
we created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness.
Mais non.
I'd like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, We'll sing it.
Bon bah je crois qu'il y aura pas de saga demain. Hein. Finalement on va continuer avec Alan. Finalement. Par contre pour ce soir on va s'arrêter là. Du coup, bonne nuit et beau braille.